Well, good afternoon, everybody. Man, it's been a long time since I did a video. I realized that we were well into 2022 and hadn't done a video yet this year. It's just been a lot going on, like everybody else, just preparing and getting things ready because we know it's close. Wanted to do one today just because there's so much going on, and I wanted to make sure that you had seen the latest or heard the latest. As close as we are to economic collapse with approaching 30 trillion in debt, and as close as they are to causing things to collapse due to the supply chain issues and whatnot, add this to your list. China, it has been announced that, and not by China's choice, this came straight from the man, Dr. Robert Malone. If you don't know who Dr. Malone is, he is the dude who invented the mRNA technology. He not only invented it, he has had the guts enough to tell people, do not take the mRNA COVID vaccine. Now, if the guy that invented the technology tells you do not take the vaccine, that ought to tell you something. But that's not the latest from Dr. Malone. He's been interviewed by numerous sources trying to get the word out that right now China is going into lockdown in a lot of its major cities. We're talking huge cities of 13, 14, 15 million people, cities close to Beijing, locking them down because they are experiencing an outbreak of a viral hemorrhagic fever. Now, they haven't labeled it yet, whether it's Ebola or something similar to that. It's all in that same family. Those viral hemorrhagic fevers, I know about them. I used to teach a class on this stuff when I was teaching for the police academies still. A VHF is a nasty, nasty dude. You basically bleed out from the inside. Your insides basically turn to mush. You will start pooping out the dissolved organs. It's that bad. And it strikes fear into the heart of billions anytime somebody starts saying anything about any kind of Ebola or any kind of similar viral hemorrhagic fever outbreak. But that's what they're saying is going on in China. China is trying to cover it up because they know the Olympics are close. They're trying to at least get through that because they're going to lose billions and billions. Now ask yourself, if ever there was a super spreader event, imagine the Olympics happening here in a couple weeks. China is lucky enough to get this to stay covered up long enough that the mainstream media doesn't jump on it. All of your jump the ship conservatives types that have abandoned their freedoms and fallen for the great lie and taken the vaccine, all those types are going to poo-poo this and try to discount it like they always do. But me, I choose to believe the man that knows what he's talking about. Dr. Malone invented the technology. The man is intelligent. He knows about this stuff. If he says it's going on and he says we better watch it, then you better watch it. So stop and ask yourself, thousands of athletes getting ready to descend on Beijing. There's probably a lot of them already there. They're getting settled in. Their trainers go with them. Their families will go with them. There will be people just converging on Beijing in the hundreds of thousands for the Olympics. Yet right outside Beijing's door, this is going on. I saw one of the reports that even hinted at that this could be the answer to the mystery as to why all these Chinese shipping containers are still sitting offshore and haven't been offloaded yet, because this has been going on long enough in China. They're scared to open the stupid things. They're telling them, nope, you stay out there where you're at. You're not coming into our port. Not until we figure out what's going on. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But do like I always say, don't just take my word for it. Get out there and search it. You ain't going to find it on NBC Nightly News tonight. You ain't going to find it on the CNN website. You're going to have to dive in using a search engine other than Google. DuckDuckGo or something like that, and you'll find article after article after article where Dr. Malone has been interviewed by numerous sources in the last couple of days. I just watched another one of the interviews live online in the last hour before I'm recording this, and he is saying it's going down in China, and he's blaming it potentially on mutations of all of this crap that's going around because of the vaccine. He says that we're having more troubles from this virus because of the vaccine. Now, you got millions upon millions who have taken it, and out of the ones who have taken it, I think there's probably a decent sized chunk of those folks who are now sorry they did it. Now, they're going to try to save face. They're going to try to, keep a stiff upper lip, and they're oh no, I did the right thing. But inside their own mind, inside their own heads, and within their own household walls, I can tell you there's a bunch of them that are sorry they did it, and they're scared. They don't have a clue what that vaccine is going to do to them over the next weeks and months. And it's pretty scary when the guy that invented the mRNA technology comes out and says, folks, you screwed up, you shouldn't have done it, you shouldn't have taken it. It's not making things better. It's making them worse. And that's why they're pushing this stupid vaccine. That's why they're pushing it so hard. I know they'll demonetize this video. They'll probably give me a strike or something for talking about this stuff, but you know what? Who cares? YouTube, Google, Facebook, all of them are in cahoots with this stupidity, and I'm sick of every one of them. You can't find the truth hardly anymore. It gets censored so quickly. It's just ridiculous, the times that we're living in, folks. These are indeed the final days. You know it, and I know it. You better be witnessing to everybody around you as quickly as you can, because time is quickly running out. I'm a pre-tribulation believer. I believe that Christ will pull his bride out of harm's way, and I believe that's about to happen at any moment. And soon after that, great tribulation period will start. Billions will die, just as the Bible promised. And this stuff that's happening right now is all part of it. So, there's never been a more important time to share the gospel with someone. Do that. Keep abreast on the news, the real news. Don't get it from any of the mainstream sources, because that's all propaganda. You got to do your digging. Follow, give you some more channel ideas. Southern Prepper 1, good guy, great channel. Follow him, watch his videos. Pinball Preparedness, another good channel. Follow him, his videos are on the money. The Preppin' Preacher, Brother Tim out of Tennessee, great guy, good message, knows what he's talking about. Watch his videos. Asymmetrical Preparedness, his stuff's always good. Michael knows what he's talking about. Follow the right sources, and be brave enough to share the truth on social media, regardless of what they do to us. If they block us, my Facebook account right now, my personal Facebook account is on restricted, is what they call it. So the next step after that, I'm sure, will be they'll block me for throw me into their little dungeon for 30 days or whatever they do. Whatever. They're not going to shut me up. I'll keep saying the truth, and I'll keep shouting from the rooftops that the King is coming. And that's all we need to do. Stand strong. Don't fall for the lies. And be the one to share the truth. Be the one to share the gospel. Because the King is coming. Are you ready?